Time for business news with Richard Southern. And Richard, another interest rate hike is likely just around the corner. And the question is, will this be the last one we see for a while?
Yeah, because we've had like seven in the past 12 months. Melissa, good to see you. Happy Friday. We are expecting an eighth interest rate hike by the Bank of Canada next week. This is an eighth consecutive one. Bank's going to meet next Wednesday, and most economists are expecting another hike of 0.25%. That'll bring the benchmark interest rate to 4.5%, the highest it's been since 2007. And like other interest rate hikes, it'll make your variable rate mortgages immediately more expensive to service. It'll also cause the prime lending rate to go up. But a growing number of economists believe this could be the last rate hike for a while. Now, the Bank of Canada is likely encouraged by the fact that inflation is slowing. It peaked at 8.1% in the summer and is down to 6.3% in December. And the economy's proved resilient. The unemployment rate last month fell to 5%. That's close to an all-time low. So maybe one more rate hike to come, Melissa. Not good for the housing market, not good for homeowners, but that could be the last for a while.
Hopefully so. Now, hybrid working is the new normal for millions of Canadians, and that partially explains a trend that many companies are cracking down on.
They're worried about time theft. Is Melissa writing the news, or is she online shopping? That's the question.
Obviously, writing news.
Of course.
No.
The boss is listening. She's working.
He's right there.
It's right there next to you. She's working hard. Don't worry, John. Time theft, though, a growing issue, apparently, that companies are worried about, what with more people working at home. It's basically, logging off early, doing personal items, not working when you're on the clock and should be. And companies are using software to monitor employee activity now. In fact, a Canadian accountant was just recently ordered to repay her employer for time theft after the company's tracking software determined that she was doing personal tasks while she claimed to be working. The court ruling one of the first in which technology was used to prompt a worker to have to repay their employee for slacking off on the job. So the bosses are watching more than ever now, Melissa.
Okay, and work patterns. As they continue to shift, the push for a 4-day work week is starting to gain some momentum.
Sure is. I mean, just a few days ago, we were talking about the results of a big 6-month trial that showed companies that did a 4-day work week actually saw revenue grow. We know employees are down with this, but now a new survey finds Canadian managers are as well. Robert Half found 91% of senior managers polled said they would support a 4-day work week. In fact, most believe their companies would move to one within 5 years. Research has repeatedly found that offering this will help retain employees, boost productivity, and boost well-being. There was actually a 6-day work week until Henry Ford came along in the early 1900s, and he said, hey, maybe we'll be more productive if we move to a 5-day work week. And now people are saying 4 days, and who knows, maybe it'll happen.